Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we will be working on leveling up a Shadow Knight. Someone was telling me recently that the Shadow Knights were indeed weak, so I want to test my hand at it, see how far I can get with it. Planning on doing a leveling process from 1 to 100. Now, I know I'm going to give myself a little bit of bonuses, so it probably won't be the same as everyone's leveling experience. One of the first things that I typically want to do if I'm leveling up a new character is find a mentor, which I can mentor myself, so it's not too big of a deal. Otherwise, adding someone to the family, that's one of the things that you want to do for your mannequins. So if you have a family, you get the BP share depending on your BP tower. But for now, let's go ahead and craft one and get started. So we are still playing on the Lyra server. This is the server that I currently main. Looks like we have a couple new portraits we can choose from. And let's go with something a little bit more refined. I think that one will do. Yeah. Let's name him Murter. I don't know. We got Roller. We have Sinus. But Sinus will probably be my vampire. Zetharian. Murter. Ducarius. I wonder if Ducarius is still available. Alright, so let's go with Ducarius. Hopefully it's available. I don't think it is. I think I made a character previously named Ducarius, but if it's still inside the system, that means I won't be able to craft it. Alright. Yeah, name already exists, so it's probably still inside the system. Not too big of a deal. Something, yeah, let's just go with Murter. Who was this king in a story I wrote. And yep, there we go, successful. We are good to go. Alright, so one of the first things I want to do when getting started is make sure that I pop on a double XP potion. Alright. Not liking that damage. Yeah, not liking that start at all. Hopefully I get a better ability soon. Alright, so first thing you're going to get is your weapon. And then you just go in here and fight the sword soul. Alright, so that's dead. Not too complicated, very simple fights. That's just the little taste of what you'll be dealing with, which is hardly anything. Alright. So we get a 30-day Griffin, which is good. That allows you to fly around and get to places faster. You get a 30-day pet card. Again, also good. And this pack, it doesn't matter which one we get. I don't plan on leveling any of them. Alright, so this is the chest that gives you the double XP potion and the ×5 garment. Use that while leveling, and you see you get 3 of them, so you'll level up extremely fast. Alright. As for these star eyes, I don't use them personally, so no reason to keep them in my inventory. Alright. Go ahead and accept the quest, but before that, I need to go meet my character. So that way I can give myself just a little bit of a boost. So, give me 1 second, I'll be right back and get you guys situated. Alright, so that didn't take too long. Put simply, what I did was just made it so that way I added my character to my family, which is the nerds, and it's also I'm my character's mentor, so that way it gets a decent amount of BP for leveling up. But that's about it. I haven't done anything else with it. We'll toss on a ×2 and then call it a day. Alright, let me just make a quick adjustment. So one moment. Alright, there we go. When it comes to swapping between mannequins and streaming at the same time, it all runs on one window, so I just have to refresh the window. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim the pack. Go ahead and skip that. Not very useful to watch that. I mean, you guys doing it for the first time, I would say go for it. Alright, so at this point, now there's two different ways you can do this. You have your novice benefits, yes, you can go ahead and knock that in. You have one for character leveling, it just gives you more double XP potions, a couple redstones. You won't really have to worry about redstones until later, when you start crafting your own gear. But for now, there's no reason to claim this. It'll just take up extra bag space. Not useful for you at all as a new player until you start getting up in levels. I would say wait until you get your elemental weapon, then use the red and violet stones on that piece of gear, because that's what you're going to be using permanently. Alright, so otherwise, let's see. This is very useful to you. If you're brand new to the game, spend $1 and you'll get not only the 10-star panda. The panda is great, one of the best healing things you can have, especially early on. It keeps you alive. You get 10 super vials, so guaranteed to level up your gear as you're going. This temple altar helps you level up extremely fast. The 2 expansion gives you more room in your inventory, so you'll automatically get that. The Thunder Juice is just so you can make it a Thunder class, which is the best type that you can have. And then just the rest of this stuff is just hands down good. This unseals it once you hit level 40 or 40 stars on it. The Spirit Core gives you additional experience, double experience when you're doing the temple. So it all coincides with one another. Very, very good stuff. This is your rainbow dog. As you're leveling up, it's 15 bucks. As you're leveling up, it levels up with you, and it can go all the way to 50 stars, but it's not something that you can utilize for your divine quest because it's already a divine pet. It is very, very good to use as your dervish, and your dervish, let me go ahead and explain how that works. Keep clicking the wrong area. Your dervish will pop up in your knights. So the dervish slot is your damage. Having a 50-star dervish means that you do 50% more damage. Having a 50-star guardian means you take 50% less damage. Cleric is for HP. Templar is for stamina or MP, depending on what class you play. But stamina is very, very good. The rest of this just gives you BP. The Tactician gives you additional EXP while you're leveling, or hunting EXP. Acrobat just allows you to jump. It's nothing great, it just allows you to jump. Alright, but one other thing I can do is actually teach my character, which I'm not going to do that for this video, simply because not everyone's going to have that available to them. The mentor, yeah, you can always find a mentor. It's not complicated, very easy. The family, I mean, yeah, the family doesn't really matter. I just have it in there so that way people know I'm leveling this character. So otherwise, let's go ahead and get one more thing. Okay, so I do not see. Okay, so this 30-star or $30 one, is it worth it? Not really. Most of the stuff you get in there you can get anyway. It's decent for your 30-star boxes. If you're getting that just for the 30-star boxes, it's not worth it. This down here, the stuff that's at the very, very bottom, I guess it's worth it because this gem alone is like 30 bucks. This gem alone is like 20. And then your god tiers, you can get those for about 50 EP. So that's like a couple bucks. So if you're just looking at face value, yeah, it might be worth it to get this, but for 30 bucks, you can do without, because all the stuff that you get in here, you can get anyway. Alright, but otherwise, credit and all that stuff, that's pretty decent. And let's see if we got anything. Nope, nothing for flash sales. Flash sales, when the server first opened, had a bunch of good stuff. But otherwise, let's go ahead and pop on a double XP and get started. Right. So we are starting at 9:46 my time. Go ahead and toss this garment on and get to killing. Alright. Alright, that's 10. Now, here's one of the things that you want to do while you're leveling. You're on a double XP potion anyway. You wanted these to spawn, which are the predators. It gives you these pouches. Go ahead and claim whatever is inside of it. Received heavy blow. No idea what that is. But these are the guys you want to spawn, because they give you additional XP. Go ahead and draw all of them. Alright, so we got XP, which is good. That allows you to level up faster. What a lot of people do is they rush through their quests a little bit too fast and don't take the time to actually grind out certain areas. All the predators that pop up, you want to utilize those until they're at the max level. So that's how I go about leveling, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment if I can get another one to pop up. Right now we're level 10. Alright, here we go. Alright, so it'll tell you right on the bag you can use these until level 16. So just go ahead, use it until you hit level 16. Once you hit level 16, you want to move on. Now, if you are having, if you have a character already pre-established, yes, you can give yourself like level 20 instantly, simply by using your teachings for the day. Because every character, depending on your mentor level, depending on whether or not you're ranked inside the celebrity hall, you can, if you're in the same legion, stuff like that. All of those you can utilize to level your character up very, very quickly. But we're not going to be doing that because we're just going to pretend like, hey, yeah, we don't have access to any of that stuff. So again, go ahead and pop all your bags, collect the XP. We're level 13. Let's see if we can get another one. Looks like a better piece of gear drop, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and use that. Looks like we got a little bit of gold. Nothing too important. Level 14. Alright, that's all XP. Level 15. One more. We need one more and then we're good to go. Then we can move on with the main quest. Let's go ahead and equip that better gear. Alright. While you're waiting for it to spin, if you don't get XP, there we go. Alright, so that item got taken away from us. And let's go ahead with the main quest. Right now it wants me to click on the reward center, hit level up, gives you a couple of items. I won't worry about using those until later. Like, you don't have to claim it at all. And what a lot of people do is they just fill their bags up with stuff they're not going to use for a while. And you don't want to do that. Because it doesn't go away, it'll always be there, you're good to go. Just kill a couple extra, only takes a couple seconds, and keep it moving. If you notice that you don't have anything spawning, like the predator spawning, that means you're already a little bit too high to spawn them, so just keep it going. Alright, let's look at my soul, origin, and let's go ahead and start developing that. Wardrobe. It's just showing me that I have one of those in there. Alright, so hopefully learn fiery chains. This is where you get your AoE ability. Go ahead and skip through here just to save yourself some time. Put simply, all it gave you is just an AoE attack that you can swap to, or swap and use. And that's what's going to help you level so much faster. Next part, if you guys watch my Lord Kumo video, this is where you fight Lord Kumo. This is the first time you fight him at around level 15. So, it's very, very quick and easy. You just got to do this little formation just to show that you know what the heck you're doing. This one should be in the middle, I believe. Yep. And then the last one would be right on the side. And there you go. Once you're done doing that, you're going to fight him for the first time. And you just right click and use your chains. It just gives you a little taste of how you fight him later on, but he doesn't have a shield or anything like that, so you can just stomp him. Alright, I did take some damage. This is where I say having a panda is really, really good. Right now, get a couple pieces of gear, because that's technically chapter 1 finished. Empire Defender, you completed chapter 1, so as you can see, you're going to do chapter 2. And this is your start on how you're going to go from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 10 and get all that stuff done. What I usually do at this part is just sit here and do as much damage as possible. You actually get a lot of XP by doing this, because you have a brand new player there that will continue to spawn them. And it's a little trick I learned a little while ago. So as long as that new guy is there, just snatch up all the XP. And as you see, they just keep spawning. So I would say spend about a minute, 2 minutes actually doing this until they stop spawning. And if they stop spawning, just summon your own. It's fine. And there you go. That's another level. You're level 22 already. Pretty dang good. Alright, let's see. Right now we're using our double XP skill, which is fine. It's going to help you level up so much faster on top of your other stuff. But like I said, just take a moment, do this until other people start to leave, go about their other quests. And let's see if we can finish. We'll stay here until the double XP runs out, or the double XP skill runs out, and then we'll continue on. It has like 5 more seconds. Alright, so that just ran out, and we're good to go. Let's go ahead and talk to him and continue on the storyline. So now it's our turn to actually kill these things. Once you kill all of them, kill a little bit more, because like I said, it doesn't hurt. You get quite a bit of experience for just hitting them. Alright, and let's keep it moving. So we're already at level 27. Skip. And here, just spam F1 and F2 keys, and you'll just shoot through these guys really quickly. After that, skip. You don't actually have to like maximize your leveling process. Yeah, just go ahead and do this. Looks like my skill is reset. 1 sec. Alright, there we go. Alright, looks like predators are spawning, so that's a good thing. Kill the predators and get their bags. Now, normally I would be doing this with a triple EXP potion, and I would get that from the treasure court. That's the $1 that you would spend. Since you can't actually see things in the treasure court on stream, there's no reason for me to even bring it up and show you. But just to tell you how to get to it, you just click reward center, go down to treasure court, and then there'll be an item in there for $1. You just use that to spend the $1 on the game, and they'll give you triple XP potions. Now the level up ones, again, the stuff you don't need in your bags, so there's no reason to have them or to collect them too early on. Right, looks like we're at level 31. Alright, it's going to teach you how to forge equipment. So what you do is go into forging, bonus level, right click on the item, and then you can forge Yellowstones. That was successful. If you guys watched any of my other videos when it comes to forging, you know forging is a very good thing to do. Having elemental gear, especially early on, just increases your damage by a lot. You don't have to really worry about your BP too much if you have the damage to actually do stuff. Alright, so let's continue on. Kill these guys, and I think these are the ones for the redstone. Yeah. And since they drop a predator, let's try to kill the predator. Alright, so we got another bag. Let's go ahead and right click and use all 5 bags, which gave us a lot of EXP. That is good. So we just went from, I think it was 31 to 34. And the one thing I forgot to do was actually check on the level so I know when I can stop farming those bags. Alright, we do have a expansion scroll here, so might as well just use it. That'll just get you extra inventory space, which you will need, because there's a lot of items you're going to collect soon. Alright, we're at level 36. So far, doing really good. It's been about 15 minutes and you hit level 36, so that's not bad. Like I said, I'm doing this with a double XP potion. Generally, I would have triple XP going, so that way this process is so much faster. Alright. So the violet stones are just to level up your equipment level. Red stones are to increase the quality. So when you have a red stone, sure, those, look at the success rate. Success rate is complete trash. Like, it really is trash, which is why I tell you guys in my forging video, getting the solar rights pack is a godsend. It gives you a higher chance of success. If you just get the normal one, it'll be 6%. If you get the max one, it'll be 13.5%, which absolutely makes a difference. Alright, looks like we're doing a little bit more damage, even though our damage is garbage compared to other class. But the Shadow Knights are tanks, so I don't really expect them to be pumping out top tier damage. Hold on, let's see if we can get any predators to spawn, because if we get any predators, we're good. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and do the chapter 2, which, if you guys were watching earlier today, I did the chapter 2 boss and how to fight him. His is very easy. Every single boss that you do while you're leveling up is the easy version. When you go and fight them the next time, which is when you go back for the chapter rewards, it becomes extremely hard because now they're up to your level. It's asking for a boss BP or have a BP around 40. We have 86 due to my main character being his mentor, so he gets a large amount. Let's see how much I get. I get 46 just from mentoring my character. And like I said, this is something anyone can do. There's an NPC where you can go to, and they'll be able to give you a list of mentors on your server. Alright, so for this fight, very simple. You'll see yellow or orange glow on the ground. Just dodge it, and then once the rock spawns, collect the rock and then throw the materials at the shield. You only need 3 of them, and then the boss will spawn after that point. Like, the shield will drop, you can fight him. Alright, so that's the 3rd one, and at this point we can just straight kill him. Alright, quick and easy. Alright, go ahead and collect that reward. Equip all the gear they give you, because it's a little bit better than what you're wearing. And we will transfer to the next section where your quests are. This is where we go and get our Tifa. After we get our Tifa, we will be good to go. As you can see, playing a Shadow Knight, you don't actually have any additional demons up there. So your Tifa is very, very good. As I was saying in another video, Tifa is your mainstay. Like, it's a guy character. Even though it's not a rare character, so it's nothing too special. But all the players that play on the server know how valuable it is because it's a decent tank and it has decent damage. And it has an ability called Rose Blade, which you should be absolutely utilizing that, because Rose Blade does a lot of damage. I don't see any predators spawning, so once this quest is over, we can just get out of here. Alright, so let's go ahead. Looks like we already have our Tifa. So go ahead and put that on. It'll level up as we're leveling up, which is a good thing. And that will give us a lot more damage and a little bit more tankiness. Let's go ahead and check out our skills. What is this? Sky Split. Inflict 25% of physical damage on the enemy within a fan-shaped area. So this probably... let's test it out. See what it looks like. Alright. Well, we'll test it out once we find the enemy, I suppose. Alright, so far we're at level 49, halfway to 100. And it's been about 20 minutes now. Alright, so here is where you learn to converge your, or to compose your pets. It's a very simple process. If you get universal O's or the same exact pets, you can always combine them together and increase their star ranking. So, we don't have a lucky clover, which is not good. I wonder if I can just get one. Let's see. Online rewards. I can get one out of here, but those will be sealed, which will add seal points to my my Tifa, and I don't want to do that. Here we go. This will work right here. Looks like I gotta claim all of them in order to get it. Alright, so go ahead and claim these because these are what gives you your clovers. These eggs, they're useful for composing, so you can always go ahead and hatch those eggs. The eggs will go into this area here. Alright, let's go ahead and put 3 in for hatching, and then the rest we'll just go ahead and toss in our main batch. When it comes to eggs, the ones that you're not going to be utilizing, which is majority of the ones that you'll find on the ground, still keep them. Still keep them. Because what's going to end up happening later on is once you unlock your divinity and you can get your servants, you can use those to turn into materials for other items. So don't just throw away any eggs you have, just toss them inside your batch and just hang on to them for a while. You won't have any issues after that point. Alright, but let's go ahead and keep composing and actually get through this quest. And there we go. Our Tifa just started up. So now it's a 4-star. And we can promote. Go ahead and skip that just to save a little bit of time. and we'll get started back on our quest. Always evolve your pets. There's a chance it'll swap over to thunder. If it swaps over to thunder, yay, that saves you a thunder juice. Um, Otherwise, you want these gift slots to open up. That's what increases its power. And I'll show you guys how that works later on. The stuff that you find inside privilege, this is from getting the solar rights pack or the lunar pack. So if you invest in that, it's always worth investing. I would highly recommend it for anybody, regardless of who they are. Okay. Go ahead and continue talking to her. She'll take you to the lizards, and you just wreck the lizards at this point. So as you're seeing, we're doing 2,000 damage compared to the few hundred we were doing before. And that's because we just converged another pet. Our BP has increased by quite a bit also. Alright. And at this point we can fight the next chapter boss. So don't wait around, just go ahead and do it. This fight is kind of weird in my opinion, because you're basically just hanging out dodging these things. You can't actually damage them, so you just gotta wait around, see where they're going, and just get out of their way. The larger ones, those you can kill, but they'll spawn once every so often. You're just basically waiting out this timer until the boss actually spawns. Alright, so this is the large one. It will have a name above its head, that's how you can tell. And it won't run in a straight pattern like the other ones. And if you let them hit you, you take quite a bit of damage. Alright, so that's another Furious. And since the boss is here now, just go ahead and wreck the boss. He's not hard to fight at all. Claim my rewards, which is better gear. Alright, and that increases your BP when you put on better gear also. Alright, so we got an online hero pack. Right now we are at currently level 59. So we're not doing too bad. We still have a half hour. Sorry about that. Yeah, we still have a half hour before the double XP potion runs out. And we're more than halfway there. Alright, so now it wants us to kill these things. Alright, again, you want to stick around and try to spawn the predators. If you're not high enough yet, you might be at this point. But just try to... Oh, looks like we can do something with our soul. Anima. Okay. Since we need one of those, give me 1 sec. Kill these real quick. Oh, they only do 1 damage, so I can ignore them. Yeah, see, this is where our inventory is starting to pile up. And this is what I was trying to avoid. Alright. Looks like our dragon soul just got a little bit better. Once we get a few more things, then we'll be able to work on it a little bit more. Let's go ahead and throw our war lion in here. Since it's already 10 stars, that'll give us an additional 15% damage. So looks like our Tifa came off for some reason. But just go ahead and slaughter these things. If you can get predators to spawn, go ahead and just farm the predators. I think I'm a little bit too high compared to this zone, so getting them to spawn probably won't happen. But we should be close to level 60. Yeah, we're about to pop 60 in just a few seconds. Alright, that's 61. Let's try to see. I'll go ahead and kill this group, see if any predators spawn. If none spawn, okay, yeah, we're too high for this area. That's all it is. And we have more skills that we can utilize. EXP skills, definitely want to unlock those. Because you go from having single target ones to having ones with AoE, which should just make leveling so much faster. Alright, what is this? Some ancient knights cannot move. Okay, cool. So we got a couple extra skills. Oh yeah, I wanted to see what that fan attack was all about. Not as good as the fiery chain, so won't use that at all. Alright, talk to the kid. We're at level 63. Starting to slow down just a little bit, but it's not going to be too big of a deal. Alright, so put simply, it just tells you if you're at lower BP and compared to someone else, you're going to get wrecked. Because they have such a huge damage reduction that you won't be able to do anything. Now, this quest here, a lot of people get confused about. It tells you to open up your goddess and hit get now. Ignore that. Just go ahead and close it. Even if it's spamming you to go there, just ignore it. Because you're going to get the items for free, and that'll pathfind you to a boss that you cannot fight. Because you will die. So I think they should really change that, and by telling people they should be going there when they absolutely shouldn't. Alright, I don't know why I'm filling my inventory up with all this crap. Universal O, I definitely want to hash that. These are the gifts that you get for your demons, but again, you have to unlock the gifts, and in order to do that, you just got to keep composing them. Alright, so this fight is pretty simple. You just run in here, see what color it is. Okay, red's the first one. So you pick up the item. Make sure you're in the quest tab. You walk over here, you throw it, goes to yellow. Pick that up, run over, throw it, goes to blue. Pick it up, run back, throw it, last one's green. And then once you throw it in there, it spawns the boss. She's extremely easy to kill. Even during the chapter boss, when you're farming her eggs, very, very easy to kill. A lot of people end up going with her for their demon to actually level up because she's easy to get, and a lot of people just like the way she looks. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim our items, equip those, and all the junk, just go ahead and toss it out. It's just wasting space in your inventory. It's like, yeah, you can sell it, but it's like, what, 3,000? Which you can get 3,000 from killing one mob later on. You want to have as much inventory space as possible. That's the gist of it. This red potion, kind of don't really need, but whatever. Alright, we're at level 75. 77. Alright, kill demon fish. These things are a pain in the butt, but whatever. Alright, so in this area you kind of have to be careful because this is a PvP zone. So that means anyone can come out here and kill you if they're flagged PvP. If that happens, you'll probably see me go on a be right back, swap over to my other character and just wreck them, and then basically control this area. Just so I can do my quest safely. Alright, looks like we have demon fish predators that do spawn, so I do want to take the time out to actually get those guys. Let's go ahead and toss out the rest of the trash. Okay, that wasn't what I was looking for. Alright, so these are field boss. Killing those things will get you red stones, yellow stones, violet stones, gear, everything you need to fund your character. So later on, when you're a little bit stronger, you want to go around just killing field bosses, because that's how you're going to pretty much pay for your character. And again, right now, the only thing I'm focused on is getting the predators, because I want to optimize the amount of EXP I have moving forward. It's like these things are a little bit harder to kill, but they're still manageable. Let's see, these bags last until 84, so you can spend a good 15 minutes out here trying to get these predators. Alright, there we go. After we kill this one, we'll use both bags at the same time, and hopefully we get EXP. The items you get for it is... I would just ignore those for now, but what we want is the EXP. The stuff on this half, I don't care about. Alright, so we got a little bit of EXP. Wasn't great, but better than nothing, right? Let's try to kill one more predator, then we'll move on. Alright, let's see. Which one has an AoE? Hits enemies in a circle. A straight line. Let's go with the circle. Okay. And this is a double EXP skill on top of all the other stuff that you have currently on. So your garment, your potion, your tactician. So you can get a stupid amount of EXP. ignore the field boss. You're not strong enough at this point to actually challenge them. When you're over a level 100, then you want to come out here and try to challenge them. But let's go ahead and continue on with the quest, because you're still going to get quite a bit of EXP regardless. Alright, now we're at 78. Still gotta get 3 more of the scales from these guys. It's kind of odd that we're not getting any predators dropping. Alright, so we got everything we need for the quest. So let's just continue on. I don't want to get hung up in this one spot. Alright, so we got the login reward. All of this stuff here is just for forging, except these two here. The dervish box, you can kind of ignore. I'll show you guys why later. This stuff here, you don't have to claim it immediately because you won't need it immediately. But make sure you're always rolling that. That's just free items for you every single day. Alright, so now that we're at level 80, let's check out my soul real quick. 81, and continue. You can ignore these guys. Now, one of the things that a lot of people neglect and kind of like, oh, well, I don't know what these are for, so I throw them away. These teleport stones are very, very useful. I use them when I'm trying to get through my quest faster or travel to certain places and don't have to worry about spending, let's say, 10 minutes running around manually. I don't know any of these people. Out of this entire list, I know 2 of these people, and both of them I would not add to my friends list. Alright, let's go talk to the Demon Elder. Super Reborn Crystal. The easiest way to say it is, it's useful if you're stuck. But otherwise, I wouldn't waste rebirths just to utilize that. So I usually just toss those on the ground. Oh, if that was a little bit further journey, put simply, those teleport stones, you can just click here and it instantly teleports you where you're going. That's all it's used for. It just makes traveling around a little bit faster, but it's essentially paying 1 EP every single time you do it. Now, going through the entire leveling process, you're going to get quite a few of them. I think you'll have like 40 by the end of it. See how far we're traveling. Still not far enough. If we were going up there, I would just use one just to show you guys, but it'll be a waste just to teleport that short of a distance. Alright, so we have 11 minutes before it hits the 1 hour mark, and we are at 84. Technically 86 because you still have the 2 power EXP crystals or pure power EXP stones that you can utilize. But I try to utilize those when I'm stuck or if I need just one more level. Alright, so remember when I told you to ignore the goddess quest? This is why. They give you all the pieces you need to unlock the goddess. So trying to follow what that quest was telling you to do, don't. So just go ahead and right click on all the items and it will unlock the goddess. This is where you get some of your late game power from. I've seen there's 4 different types of goddess. You have the goddess of life, goddess of battle, goddess of peace, and the goddess of, she's not war, what is she? Victory. So peace, battle, victory, and life. I see a lot of people rush and level this one up faster. It costs more. It'll give you a lot of BP. So you can get like 80 BP just for rushing this one, which is a lot of BP, not gonna lie. I'm not saying don't do it, but that I just seen a lot of older players utilize that method. Alright, so where is it taking us now? Okay, so we just gotta kill the next chapter boss and then we'll continue to move on. How far do we have to go? Alright, so this is a respectable distance. Just click on the teleport stone. It'll teleport you there immediately. Alright, so the Beast Fortress. This place you will come to every single day in order to unlock your meta space. So meta space, you get the gems for it. You just right click on a gem, hit reshape, click boost, and you can boost it down and instantly complete that. So once you do that, you hit claim, and there you go. You have another demon that you can use to sacrifice. Alright, so what do I want to sacrifice? Origin? No. Anima? Yep. So go ahead and develop this one. And again, you need your, might as well just open all these, otherwise it's going to be a pain in the butt. So go ahead and develop it. Click on your meta space again. Right now our spirit is at 2-star. So since you get free stuff from free demons from this anyway, never neglect it, because your spirit is attached to you. That's always going to be with you, so you always want to sit there and focus on raising it up. So let's go ahead and reshape another one. Instant complete. Claim it, and let's do it 2 more times, or 1 more time. I know this is wasting time for leveling, but the extra power you get from having higher stars is worth it. It's always worth it. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw him in there. Develop. Wait for him to finish. We're at 3 stars. Develop. And you want to use those clovers because it gives you the highest possible outcome when it comes to these things. Alright, so since we're out, let's go ahead and continue leveling. And we got our spirit to 4 stars, which is very, very good. Alright, so this part, very simple. Get as close to him as possible and just keep throwing your AoE. Oh, crap. Hold on. Forgot to put her on. I was wondering why I wasn't doing enough damage. It's going to do it again. Alright, now that we actually have our damage up, we can one-shot these things as soon as they get close. Wait for the timer to run out. How much time do we have left on our potion? I'll find out in a second. Alright, so let's just go ahead and kill him real quick. So these are your dragon guards. It shifts over to dragon guards later on. That's why I'm calling it that. They will tank any enemy for you. Makes it very, very simple for you to farm in a specific area. Later on, they'll be doing a lot of damage instead of just tanking. So anyone that's inside of it, they'll start taking damage. Looks like he's taking some. I'm looking at some orange letters pop up. So our dragon guard does attack them, and they get a certain amount of your stats, which is why you want to focus on stats more than BP. Because a lot of people who just focus on BP, yeah, it's great for BP events, but for stat events, you're going to get your butt chewed out. Let's just say it like that. Alright. And why can I not? Okay, there we go. Alright, so completed that. Go ahead and get our next weapon. We're level 85, and it looks like we have 10 minutes left. Oh, yeah, about 10 minutes left. I know I said 11 last time, but we started at, what, 49, and it's 38 right now. Alright, so this is the area that matters the most, and this is where you guys have to pay attention. And I'll show you exactly why, because this is where you get your elemental weapon that you need to keep. A lot of people toss it out because they think it's crap, because they'll get something that says it's better, but it's not. All those red stones, yellow stones, things of that nature that you kept before, this is where you want to use them. Dang, how many fragments do I need? All of you. Come hither. I have 4 fragments. I'm not sure how many I need total. When you see these little circle things on the ground, just pick them up. Sometimes higher dodge, just free buffs for you. Alright, looks like we got it. That one gave us 60% more EXP, which is great for us if you're trying to level up. because it does stack with everything else that you have on. And looks like we still got a little minute before we level up. Alright, so this is just going to ask you questions. When can you start a Legion? Answer's level 50. How can heroes join their favorite Legion? Just click on the Legion button and apply to join it. How can a hero join in a Legion War? Legion Wars is on Fridays. Yeah. What benefits can heroes get from Legion War? Packs. Champion Treasury, that stuff is really good. That stuff is very, very good. What is the benefits of joining a Legion? Get BP, benefits from events, and companions. Alright. Alright, so this is where I was talking about. Pay attention when you get to this point. Let me talk to him first. Alright, he wants me to kill these things. Alright, so I got an elemental stone. Now at this point, you're going to use the elemental stone on one of these 4 elements. Now, it doesn't matter what element you pick, but just remember that's whatever element you pick, that's what you want to start building your armor around. So for example, if I decide to go water, then I want to have water gear. If I decide to go wind, I want to have wind gear. Let's just go fire, because whatever, why not? Alright, and that shot us up to level 88. Add the element attribute. Go ahead and infuse it. And what he gave you is a weapon. It didn't pop up, but it's inside your inventory. You see the weapon with the plus fire attack 12? Yeah, that put on. Even though it's not as strong as anything else, it gives you a hell of a lot of damage. And a lot of people sleep on it and like, oh, well, this says that the other thing gives me more BP. The damage matters. It really does. Alright, so all the extra crap you have in your inventory, go ahead and toss out. Alright, so we're at level 92. Starting to speed up just a little bit. We have about 5 minutes left before we hit the 1 hour mark. Good stuff. Since we're short on time, I won't even worry about the inventory right now. Alright. You just gotta be careful not to stand in there early. I mean, even if you do, you have a potion that they gave you earlier that you can use just to get it out your inventory. So go ahead and use that. Alright, so we're at 93. Almost there. Alright, so we got to get to 95 in order to trigger the next one. This is why you save these. So there you go. You're 95. You can go and attack the Sky Robber. He is one of the hardest ones to fight. when it comes to after you complete this whole storyline thing, he is the hardest to fight because he will steal your weapon, and once he steals your weapon, you just stand there while he just pounds on you, and he does a lot of damage. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop our Dragon Guard. And as you can see, he focuses on them while you can just sit here and lay into them. Alright, looks like we got 3 more minutes before our potion runs out. Alright. Pick up the heart. Leave. And the heart gives you a buff, so you might as well just use it. Use the God's blessing. Alright, so you see how this gives you a higher weapon of higher quality plus a gem slot? Yeah, ignore that. Everything else put on. Just to make this go a little bit faster, teleport to him because we are on a number or time crunch. Yeah, just teleport everywhere. Alright, so it gives you an item in your inventory, just use it. Use it. 2 more minutes. It's probably like a minute and some change. It looks like our stuff just ran out because the XP potion above our head is now gone. But as you can see, just using one of the double XP potions got us all the way to 96, and we spent a lot of time just explaining other things. So if you did go the triple XP method, you'll already be level 100. Alright, but since we don't have to worry about anything right now, let's go ahead and kill these things and drop all the gear that we got. Now the elite, nah, I'll drop that too. We can farm elites later, which is not letting me drop that. Yay. The inventory space absolutely matters. Now, one of the things that you want to take advantage of is your VIP. If you spend $1, you have access to your warehouse. Go ahead and toss your HP bags in there because you're going to need 20 of them later on when you do your APA. Everything you don't need inside your inventory right now, just toss in there, which is your gift potions, anything for, well, actually I can use that right now. Your vitality packs, you need those. This is trash. Your royal gold medals, you can use those right now after level 75, but as you can see, you have plenty of forging material in here, so just go ahead and use that on your current weapon. So just click on character, go to forging, and let's see, what level is this? 66, and we're 96. Go ahead and just toss these in here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, don't stress. Alright, so it went up 1 level. That's completely fine. Quality. Quality is what you want to look at. Looks like we gotta open up the bags first. Right click on it, Right click on your weapon. 6% is complete trash. Not gonna lie. So you're probably not even gonna proc it at all. Unless you get a very, very lucky, or you pick up a solar right pack, which will boost that up to 12%, which is a lot better than 6. Yeah, we're completely out of redstones. But even so, you still want to utilize this plus 12, because the plus 12 elemental damage gives you a lot. Once you unlock your goddess, you're able to use that core. The P1 gift EXP zone, you want to use those for your goddess immediately. So you can use that. When you do your daily quests and events, there's a chance you're going to get these eternal crystals. You can use your eternal crystals to buy quite a few different things, like Unios, Guardians, Dervish, Clerics, Templars. All that stuff will be sold in here. You just gotta hit the level requirement for it. So don't worry about getting that stuff right now until you can unlock the 6 stars. Once you unlock the 6 stars, that'll increase your power by quite a bit. Alright, looks like we still got a little bit of time before those hatch. So let's go ahead and continue. Now, if you want to be efficient, just go ahead and toss on another double XP potion and another garment, and keep questing. By the time you complete your quest chain, you want to be well over 100, maybe like 110-ish. Why is it not allowing me to go anywhere? Okay. Get the treasure map. Looks like our eggs are about to spawn soon, so... Looks like we can keep developing him every 60 seconds. So just utilize that. Don't worry about orbiting them too early. When he gets about 20 stars, that's when you want to start looking to get into a little bit more than what you're currently doing. Anytime you get your meta, just keep spawning. So when you get crystals, I got 8 more, so I can spawn 4 more total, unless I want to wait the 10 minutes, but these crystals are a dime a dozen, so you might as well just utilize all of them. Alright, I'll put this one in here and then figure out what the heck is biting me. Alright, so this is just a simple way of kiting. You just stay outside their range and keep hitting them with your abilities. Very, very simple way of keeping yourself alive and being efficient. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do is show you guys what the Rose Blade does. So, what you do is you click on your Eudemon, click on your Tifa, go to skill, and she has an ability called Rose Blade. Go ahead and toss that on your skill bar. Alright, go ahead and drop your guards. And when you cast the Rose Blade, you'll see Tifa walk out and she'll just start doing a lot of damage. She hits them twice, but those 2 hits do quite a bit. I've killed several people just by utilizing that skill alone. Like, I remember I had some guy like following me and I just cast it and she just ran out there and one-shot him. So don't ever neglect your Tifa. Your Tifa is very, very powerful, especially if you're a free-to-play character or a free-to-play player. Let's go ahead and teleport. Since we're here anyway, might as well go talk to the Queen. Alright, so donation. What donation is, you have your Royal Gold medals. This is why you wanted to save them. It tells you to click on the royalty up top, then click on the donation button right here. And then you want to donate all of your Royal Gold medals. Since we have 20 of them, let's go ahead and put in 20. That's 10 million contribution, and we hit donate. What that does is it unlocks royalty for you. Right now we're at level 98, and what royalty does is it gives you BP. So as you can see, I'm rank 1 royalty on my main character, which means I am the king of the server. All 3 of us that have prince over our heads, there's only 3 kings on the server. It can be queens if you're a female, but anytime we type, we get like a chat effect that says king right next to it. Otherwise, I was the first king on this server because I was the first one to donate 1 billion gold, which cost me a hell of a lot, but it was worth it because I had 200 BP over anyone else. Alright, when it comes to rankings, right now we're at 100 billion on this server. We are going to continue to increase it, but being rank 1 gives you 100 or 200 free BP, or 200 BP is not free. This one gives you 160, and this one gives you 120, and then this one is like 80 or 90, something like that, and then it goes on from there. So if you have a way of farming and want to increase your power, just go farm bosses, go farm the field boss, sell the items you get from it, transfer it to gold, use the gold for your royalty. That'll increase your battle power, because most of the people aren't actually utilizing this the way they should, and in order to hit count, or even the lowest one is 223,000 or 223 million, that's nothing. You can get that in, I don't know, 2 hours tops. And that's just killing field boss. Take the redstones or take any of the items you get and just turn it into gold. Just sell it to a vendor, things of that nature. Redstones, I'll teach you how to turn them into blessings, and the blessings sell for a little bit more. That's why I keep telling you guys, it's probably better if you get the solar rights pack. Now, I'm not sponsored by the game or anything like that to tell you this, but it's beneficial to get that because of what it offers you, all the stuff it offers you, and it's worth the price. Alright, reason I just got all that stuff is because these 3 here, your super reds, you can use that on your weapon. to increase the quality, and he has a 100% chance. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but this is a character that's just a side character, so I really don't care. Okay, looks like it got Earth 3 put on it, which is not what you want. Alright, so it's at super, which is completely fine. We still got the plus 12 fire damage, completely fine, no issues. Now, if we would have had this at Earth, just use that. That'll get you to 100 or 99. If we would have made that an Earth weapon, it would be at plus 15 Earth. But since we chose fire, hey, what can we do? Alright, so otherwise, these super crystals don't really matter to us that much. Let's go talk to the... Okay, so this is where it sends you in for the trials for the temple. Who is this? Big hero. Don't know who that is. Alright. Once you go in here, this should shoot us up to level 100. And you have resets right here, which you can use. You get to go in here one time free per day. So you really don't have to worry about where you're going to level up from, because you can come in here and just get a ridiculous amount of EXP. And what I usually do is I'll sit on the platform and let everything run to me. They will drop orbs, as you can see, these yellow and blue ones that's on the ground. But at the same time, you don't have to run around and collect them. Just sit here, spawn these little guys from the tombstones, and let them run to you. You're eventually going to get all the points. You only need 6,000 points, and you're good to go. And then the final boss will spawn. You kill that, you get your EXP, and then you level up. Alright, make sure you grab the chest. After you grab the chest, you walk out, and you are level 100 at this point. Quick and easy. Takes roughly about an hour, hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15, depending on how you do it. If you do the triple EXP potion, you will be level 100 well before this point. So as long as you're doing that, you're good to go. All the stuff that you got while you're leveling up, toss it inside your warehouse. Most of the stuff is useful later on. Like these blessing stars, blessing stars. Toss those in your warehouse. Yes, you can use it immediately, but put simply, what it's for is just to re-roll the stats that you get from your goddess. Right now, I'm getting a +1 fire, and since we already have +12 fire, as you can see, we're at +13. Later on, that's going to matter a lot. You want to get +5 or whatever element you have on your goddess, but you want to phase it up first. You don't want to sit there and be like, oh, let me go ahead and burn all 1,700 of my points when she's only phase 1. Just ignore this until later. Alright, but otherwise, if you guys have any questions, leave them inside the comments. I will read each and every one of them and try to get back to you. If it's something that needs to be explained on a future video, I'll go ahead and add that to future videos. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Guys, have a good